A self-help book to restore her confidence.
One of those loony self-help books.
That self-help book, The Power of Me.
He's written a self-help book that's helping people.
Hey, spare me the self-help crap, okay?
If there were one thing that all of humanity could do to improve ourselves individually and as a whole, what would that be? The answer is simple. Work on your damn self. Put some effort into bettering you. Now, the issue lies in what that means exactly, and how the heck do I go about doing that? But it has never been more clear. If we continue as we are and do not grow and advance our consciousness as a sentient being in this universe, our ignorance and fear just may kill us all. I've got some great news. We're going to be discussing different ways and views of working on yourself for the betterment of you and us. That's right, all of us. In the big grand scheme of our entire existence, or the human growth experiment, or the evolution of humankind, it seems we've hit a cog in the wheel.
I'm a cog in the wheel.
We're stuck. We're stuck somewhere between caveman and awakened human being.
Father, the sleeper has awakened!
We can't seem to grow beyond our old ways. We don't seem to get yet that wars don't make us better, that bickering and fighting over who's right doesn't make us better, that doing the same thing generation to generation isn't making us better, and that destroying the planet we live on isn't a good idea.
I could destroy this planet.
So, what are we supposed to do? Everyone is trying to sell us something. No one truly wants to help us. There's some motive to everything. They just want to sell us a prescription or a how-to that, for most, may help temporarily, but in the end, it's the same old stuff. Today, there is absolutely no shortage of gurus and self-helpers out there chomping at the bits to sell you their surefire way to fix all your problems. In fact, Google says the self-help business is an $11.4 billion industry. What this means is we have to be aware that it's not all created to actually help you. Some of it is created to take your money and keep you coming back for more. So, in our first episode, we're going to discuss 6 tips and tools for working on yourself, which can help you sift through the BS.
Bullshit.
One of my all-time favorites that has helped me more than any other to date is Anthony DeMello's book called Awareness. And we're going to talk extensively about that book in episode 2. But today, we need to first understand how to properly process information in order to allow it to enable us to grow. You see, one of the reasons that many of us don't grow or better ourselves regularly is because we don't know what that really means or how to do it in an effective way. So we tend to fail miserably at it. Many of us don't realize that growth and expansion in here is a key factor in a happy, meaningful life, and it just might prevent us from destroying ourselves. So, before we get into this, let's answer one quick question. Why do people not work on themselves? Well, that's pretty simple. We're idiots. You're an idiot! Sorry, but yes, we are. We let fear and the world tell us what to do. We entertain our lives away and hide from truly doing the hard work on ourselves.
I really gotta go home and work on myself.
No, you work on your career, your 401k, your bank account, your job, your business, your car, your house, your yard, your sports team statistics, your political views, your YouTube views, your religious beliefs, all while spending 2+ hours a day on social media, hoping one of these things will make you happy. Yes, we're busy working on stuff, but just not you. You are either working on yourself or you're hiding from yourself. What does that mean? It means most of us never delve into who we are, what we are, how we actually work in order to understand the best way that we can create a happy, meaningful life. We just believe what we've been sold and just repeat it over and over and over. So, are you awake or are you just stuck in a repeat cycle? Groundhog Day.
Well, it's Groundhog Day.
Do you know what you really are? Do you actually make choices in your life? Or are you just repeating what you've been brainwashed to believe?
I was brainwashed.
If we are the baseline for where humanity sits on the scale of human consciousness, how do I put this? We should be embarrassed. From this point forward, recognize that there is no blame. It is our fault. All our fault. Tip number 1. And this one's going to hurt a bit. Your biggest obstacle to growth in your life is you.
You see, you are the problem.
One of the most difficult things for a so-called human to do is admit that she or he is wrong. Change and growth occur upon the realization that what we have been doing isn't working. And maybe, just maybe, our prior beliefs and programming are wrong and not working for us. This is an extremely tough barrier to overcome, which is why it's number 1. Our beliefs, which we'll be discussing in later episodes, are hardwired, and we have an extreme resistance to change. Hence why most of us do not. We want to, or we at least think we want to, but when it comes down to the action phase, we remain the same because it's just too hard. So, your greatest gift to yourself, if you want to grow and leave your old miserable life behind, is to look in the mirror and say to yourself, deep breath, I was wrong. You may need to practice this. I was wrong.
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 And that's okay. And it may take some effort to work on that. Tip number 2. Growth and the betterment of you and your life is going to, on occasion, cause some issues that can be offensive to your prior beliefs.
I'm offended.
Which means when you get offended by what is said, that is your cue. Not to stop listening or to disagree, but to open your mind and process the information to understand it. If you are offended, there is a reason, and you need to understand that reason, because it is normally not what your ego tells you. We've been lied to and made to think that being offended is bad, and we should disagree and argue when this happens. Not true.
Not true.
We should listen to understand, not to agree or disagree. Listening to agree or disagree is your ego's way of protecting your brainwashed beliefs that got you here in the first place. So yes, you will surely be offended, and sometimes often. Take that not as a sign to stop listening and run, but to listen clearly to understand. You will be offended, but know that is part of the growth process. Growth and betterment in your life are achieved by the challenging and questioning of your beliefs. Yes, I know. That can be scary. That's the point. That's why most don't grow. Tip number 3. Realize that there is no right or wrong way or path to human growth. There is, however, no end to what we are capable of when we work on ourselves in a truly aware manner. When we begin to actually see and understand beyond our pre-programming and brainwashing, life starts to get real interesting.
Well, this is getting interesting.
Use what works for you. Use what tears down your walls and enables you to unlearn the harmful things that hold you in place. And don't be afraid to tweak things a bit so that they work even better for you. Make what you feel helps you your own. Own it. Become it. Decide, and then go all in.
Just decide what it's going to be, who you're going to be, how you're going to do it.
If it's truly making you better, if you are realizing and seeing things differently than you did before, that's called growth. Take action. Tip number 4. There should never be a day of vacation in human growth.
No summer vacation?
We possess infinite potential as a species. Yet look at us. Look at the world today. Does it look like an advanced race of beings in constant search for ways to better our existence as a whole? Being the best version of you requires change and growth often. Being the best version of us, humanity, requires change and growth often. Yet, about the only thing we do often is bicker and fight over how to remain the same and who's wrong because of it. We cannot realize our potential until we learn from and leave behind our past. Much of our initial inner growth comes from the removal of what has gotten us here in the first place. Be the creator of growth opportunities in your life. Find them everywhere. See them everywhere. Create them. Be a beacon of light and growth in a world of darkness and stagnancy. Yes, we are stagnant, and that is why we remain and do not grow. We are as the universe is, or at least we can be, ever growing and expanding. It's time to end our vacation and get back to human growth.
It's over.
Tip number 5. Where your attention and focus lies is what your life is. What is your focus? Where is your attention? Or are you like most of us, drowning in the noise? There is so much noise today. How can anyone focus on anything? Without some focus on where your attention is, we are merely chasing life. We are merely wanting a better life. Everyone wants a better life, but few actually do what it takes to create it. Your better life requires a leader.
Take me to your leader.
Now, in the beginning, that can be those that you are allowing to help you. But eventually, it will require you to become the leader of your life. You, CEO. You, director. You, president. You, leader. This is the step that most people miss. And egos take this the wrong way. This will require you to stop chasing things. Stop chasing happiness. Stop chasing money. Stop chasing women, men, a job, a Ferrari, a Lambo, politics, the media. When you chase, you are the follower. You are being led. You are behind. On the path to the betterment of your life, you must step up. Take responsibility for the leadership in your life and do something about it. We are not taught as young humans to lead ourselves. We are taught to follow and do as we're told. Perhaps it's time to change that. Stop being led by others and stand up for yourself. Be your leader.
There's only one person you need to learn how to control.
And finally, tip number 6. There is one important question that we can ask ourselves every day. Every morning in front of the mirror, in rush hour traffic, when you're running late, when someone cuts you off, when people are rude, when you're scared, when you're angry, when the restaurant gets your food wrong, even when you're happy. How can I be better?
But I know I can be better.
This is an excellent goal for life. Always be better. Always be creating opportunities to be better. A growth outlook in life does not require the notion that something is wrong with you. It requires the ability to see through the walls that hinder us, that separate us and keep us at each other's throats. If humankind's goal was to be better, what could we possibly achieve then? Endless possibilities. What is our goal? What is your goal?
Could always be better.
Okay, let's breathe. And do a quick review of the 6 tips and realizations that can help you work on yourself. Number 1, you are the problem. Let that one sink in. Number 2, being offended is okay and necessary. Number 3, there's no right or wrong quick fix. You got to work at it. Number 4, the vacation is over, and it's time to do some inside work. Number 5, be your leader. Because if you are not, someone else is. And number 6, always be better. And one last added bonus. I love you.
I love you.
Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video and actually got something from it, make sure to like and subscribe. Also, please comment below. I look forward to reading what you have to say. We can do this. We can better ourselves and our world together. I love you.